Hello everyone and welcome back to the Denver Broncos franchise. In today's episode, we will face off against the LA Chargers to see who is going to finish second in the division. We take a look at the AFC West standings. The Chiefs are 13-2, the Chargers and Broncos are both 7-8, and the Raiders down here at 5-10. If we look at the overall AFC, you can see that the Chiefs, Bills, Browns, and Ravens have all clinched a playoff spot. The Patriots have all but clinched. The Bengals are in the playoffs. The Jaguars, I believe, are set to win their division. It'll come down to them or the Titans. And then there's the Dolphins, the Chargers, and the Broncos, all at 7-8. So in all honesty, it's not looking very likely that we make the playoffs, just because, you know, the Titans are 8-7 right now, and they are closer to that wild card spot than us or the Chargers or the Dolphins, who are also 7-8. It's just not looking very likely. But hey, all we can do is try to catch a dub and go from there. So let's get started with this week. We did have one player win a weekly award last week. That was Damari Mathis with his pick 6. We still have absolutely no cap room. And at this point, man, I am feeling a lot of trades come this offseason. I think we're going to blow up the team. Trench boost, discuss the play of your O-line. Huge day on the ground for you in that last win. Those guys up front really went to work, and you have to be proud of the way that they perform. Play a huge part in what we're able to do, and where they go, we follow. If they keep building chemistry and playing at this level, the sky is the limit for everybody up front. I feel like I'm having deja vu about this. The amount of yards rushing your team has against the Chargers will determine how much XP each offensive lineman earns. Yeah, something similar to this happened not that long ago. Let's get into the weekly strategy for this week against the Chargers. Justin Herbert's best passing has been short passing, so we are going to defend the short pass. And being that we are looking to get a bunch of rushing yards this week, let's go for a run inside. Also, we have now unlocked 3 additional focus player slots, so we'll have to figure out who's going where. I want to keep Baron Browning in until he hits 80, and probably the same for Marvin Mims. Drew Sanders, of course, I think needs to stay. Riley Moss, I don't hate here, but there may be somebody different. Jaleel McLaughlin is an interesting one. JL Skinner, a strong safety, is here. I'm going to go ahead and replace Jaleel McLaughlin with Kayshon Boutte, just because he's only 21. I think that the potential for him to be great could be there. He's obviously just lagging behind big time. We, of course, also would need to re-sign him for the upcoming year, which is looking next to impossible for just about anyone. So yeah, I think I'll stick with this for a little bit. I'm not sold on JL Skinner being here, but he is super young, and we are looking for safety help, so maybe he could develop into, you know, a good to solid player. I do like Riley Moss here, because he's already a 71 overall, so if we could get him to be a serviceable corner, that would be really nice, especially because we are probably losing some corners in the offseason. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the training, see if anybody got injured. Offensively, I'm loving all those nuns on the right side. No injuries there. Defensively, hopefully no injuries as well. And that is correct. No injuries all the way around the board. Speaking of injuries, I nearly forgot that Nick Benito is missing the rest of the season with a broken thumb. So we do need to find somebody to replace him. I think I'm going to activate Israel Mukwamu off of the practice squad. He's already up to a 70 overall. So let's bring him onto the team. I know he's not an outside linebacker, but I get the feeling we can work something out with the roster and hopefully maybe get him some playing time. All right, the roster has been set. We have a few players, actually just one player, Jay Tufele, to upgrade. He'll probably see a slightly increased role. He's definitely not starting still after the couple injuries to our defensive line. 70 block shedding, so he's decent the whole way around. Maybe we focus on speed rusher for him. Try to get those finesse moves up a little bit. And he does get +2 finesse moves and +1 block shedding. We'll take that. The whole team is playing up quite a bit. We've got quite a bit of momentum on our side. So pretty much everyone is up about 2 overall compared to what they usually are, which is probably why our overall there on the right side is listed at an 82 instead of an 80 or an 81 where it's been at all season. But even though this Chargers team has struggled this year, they're still a really tough team to beat. So let's get into this matchup and see who will come out with the second place lead in the AFC West. That's all you really fight for when you play with the Chiefs. Back in Denver yet again. for one last time. I want to say this is our last home game of the year because I think the Raiders game in week 1 was in Denver. So I don't 100% remember. Maybe I'm wrong. As we will look to beat the Chargers here. I would call it a little bit of an upset, even though we are tied in terms of standings, and see if our odds increase to make the playoffs at all. The Chargers will start with the ball today as we are underway here at Mile High. This is nearly out of the back of the end zone. They'll just take a knee, and the Chargers will take over from the 25, and here comes Justin Herbert. We'll see what his numbers are looking like. His team is obviously struggling, but maybe he's not. He is definitely not. 3,800 yards, 29 touchdowns to only 8 interceptions. A great year for Justin Herbert. So, important to note, I did move K1 Williams to the slot for this game. So it will be Damari Mathis in coverage for the most part on Mike Williams. In this case, it is a throw to Mike Williams, and it was actually PS2 in coverage. After the big play for the Chargers, Herbert from under center will hand it off to Austin Eckler, who's met by Devin Bush, a pickup of 1. That brings up 2nd and 9. Can the Chargers convert? It's going to be a fake to Eckler, and then across the middle for Keenan Allen. And for some reason, K1 Williams was lined up on Keenan Allen. I'm not sure why. Going 1st and 10. It will be a throw from Herbert. Throws left side out of reach for Keenan Allen, who once again lined up with K1 Williams. I changed it to sort by overall, but I believe that we'll see K1 Williams lined up on Mike Williams again, which is what I don't want. This is a carry for Austin Eckler to the right side. No gain, 3rd and 9. Denver defense looking to get a stop here on 3rd and 9 from the 33. Herbert, all kinds of time. It's running out, though. Epinesa can't bring him down. Steps up in the pocket and throws it out of the side of the end zone. 4th and 9. We'll see if they elect to kick a field goal here or what their plans are. They are lined up for the field goal. So Dicker the kicker. His kick is up, and it is barely good. It was veering a little bit to the right, but it stayed inside the post there. And that is 3 on the board for LA. That will see the Denver Broncos take the field for the first time today. Ryan Tannehill having himself a pretty decent season. Not a career year, but not far off of a career year. 3,400 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 11 picks. So we do have a challenge to get as many rushing yards as possible to give our O-line a boost. So on 1st and 10 from the 25, first play of the day is going to be a handoff to Javonte Williams. It does not get a lot, a pickup of 3. We'll see Samaje Perine enter the game here on 2nd and 7 from the 28. It is a handoff to him, and he's got some running room. That's going to be a pickup of 6, and it'll set up a 3rd and short. So on that 3rd and 1 from the 34, we're going play action. Tannehill rolling, throwing, dumping it off for Troutman, who makes the grab. And that'll be a pickup of 6 to the 40. Fresh set of downs for Denver. 1st and 10 as Javonte Williams back in the backfield. It is a carry for him. And he fumbles. It's punched out by Derwin James. And the Chargers recover. Javonte Williams has struggled a bit with fumbles this season. And no different on this occasion as Derwin just comes in, punches that out, and a Charger falls on it. And they'll take over on offense. An unfortunate turn of events for Denver as the Chargers now start with excellent field position. It's a handoff to Eckler. And he's got a decent carry brought down by Pat Surtain at the 40. Will the Chargers capitalize on the turnover forced by the defense? 2nd and 4. Herbert looking to throw. Blitz was picked up. Baron Browning gets there, and Herbert throws it away before taking the sack. A wise decision, sets up 3rd and short. 3rd and 4 from the 40. Out of the shotgun, Herbert looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Quentin Johnston. Damari Mathis couldn't keep up. And it's 1st down Chargers. 1st and 10 from the 28. Thomas Incoom's in the backfield. He forces the fumble. Eckler falls on it. 2nd and 20. Incoom is going to take over a bigger role with Nick Bonito being out and forces a fumble there. 2nd and 20 after the forced fumble. And Herbert will be throwing again. And this is caught. That is Quentin Johnston. I believe that might have been Gerald Everett. I couldn't see a number, unfortunately. That makes it 3rd down and 13. And it's a handoff to Eckler, interestingly, and Jonathan Cooper lays him out. It's 4th and 11, and I imagine the Chargers will kick another field goal. 1st and 10, Denver's offense back on the field. Tyler Beatty will take over for this drive after the Jaleel McLaughlin turnover and has a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 from the 28. Tannehill out of the shotgun will look to throw for Dulcich. Takes a huge hit and drops it. 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Denver looking to convert. It'll be a throw for Jerry Jeudy, who makes the grab, breaks a tackle, falls forward. 1st down, Denver. From the 36, fresh set of downs. Tyler Beatty will take the handoff. Has good speed to the outside, but only a pickup of 5 here. On 2nd down, out of the shotgun, Tannehill will be looking to throw. Looking down the field for Tyler Beatty, knocked away by Derwin James, who was excellent in coverage there. And that makes it 3rd down and 5. Tannehill will look to throw again, looking for Jeudy, the safety net. He's got the reception. 1st and 10, Denver. Running game has not been working great so far, but it's not the end of the world. We'll keep having cracks at it as Beatty picks up 3 on this carry. Makes it 2nd down. Beatty still in the backfield, and it is a run to him. And he's got a good carry. This is going to be a 1st down for the Broncos. Up to the 35 goes Tyler Beatty. So in 1st and 10 from the 35, looking to throw. We'll go for Jeudy down the field and knocked away. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Going to be looking to throw here for Dulcich, and it's knocked out. He just never holds on to these contested balls. That is one thing that I do not like about Greg Dulcich. He drops about every pass where there is any contact. Looking for Mims across the middle, and he makes the grab. Marvin Mims, however, is always sure-handed. 1st and 10 from the 16. Jerry Jeudy not on the field currently. So we'll go to Mims as he drops it immediately after I called him sure-handed. Javonte Williams back in the game, at least for this play, on 2nd and 10 from the 16. It will be a handoff to Javonte, and he does not get very much. A pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. That is the end of the first quarter as well. More offense for Denver, but the scoreboard wouldn't suggest it with the Chargers up 6-0. On 3rd and 8. I'm probably looking for Jerry Jeudy in the end zone. Give him a high ball, and he comes down with it. Jerry Jeudy in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy has turned into quite the superstar in this first season of the Broncos franchise. Comes down with another big red zone reception. Also an excellent throw from Ryan Tannehill, putting that only where Jeudy could grab it. And he does just that. 6 on the board for Denver. So we'll see the Chargers for the first time in the second quarter. Denver's PAT was good, so it is 7-6 in favor of the Broncos. This is going to be a handoff to Eckler, brought down by Justin Simmons. A pickup of 4. 2nd down for the Chargers. They've got Mike Williams lined up almost as a tight end there on the right side. It is a fake to Eckler, and then a throw to the actual tight end, Gerald Everett, and it's going to be 3rd and short. On 3rd and 1, Chargers looking to convert. Could be a run here. It is not. Herbert throws quickly for Quentin Johnston, who breaks out of a tackle, and he's got good speed down the field. Caden Stearns may have just saved a touchdown, and it's a huge gain for the Chargers rookie wide receiver up to the 30 in Denver territory. So after the big play, it is a triple tight end set there on the left side. 1st and 10 from the 30. Throwing down the field, looking for Keenan Allen, knocked away by PS2. That makes it 2nd and 10. Once again in this triple tight end set with Eckler in the backfield. Not a run, though. Throwing for one of those tight ends. It goes off of Baron Browning's butt. 3rd and 10. Now they have the wide receivers back on the field. We'll see what they can do. I am going to send a little bit of a heat here. And it's not going to work for a while, but eventually Jonathan Cooper gets home. They picked up the blitz really well, but it was only a matter of time. Jonathan Cooper gets there, and it's a sack for the young linebacker, and probably another field goal for the Chargers. This is a long one, not a chip shot by any means. I believe it's pretty much dead on 55 yards. Dicker, the kicker, is going to miss it wide right. They also have an injury on the play, but Denver takes over from the 45. Javonte Williams will be back in the game now. Just gave him one drive off to reflect. Denver takes over from the 45 after the missed field goal. It's going to be a good carry here for Javonte Williams. Meet to Derwin James, who forced the fumble originally. Doesn't matter, just goes down at the 39, 1st and 10 Denver. Already in Chargers territory from the 39. It's going to be another handoff to Javonte Williams. Has another good carry. Breaks Derwin James's tackle, actually doesn't quite. It looked like he was going to, and then he fell down. But another pickup of about 11. 1st and 10 from the 28. We will be looking to throw here. Looking in the direction of Troutman, who does hold on to this, even with Khalil Mack all over him. Pickup of 5. 2nd down from the 24. Looking to throw. Looking for Judy to the sideline. Broken up. And it'll be 3rd and 5. Jerry Judy needed a play off, so you see Antoine Green there on the left. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. They're going to go to Antoine, actually, and he makes the reception. And that is enough for a 1st down at the 16 in the red zone. Jerry Judy back in the game there on the right side. Might be looking for Mims in the end zone, though, and it's knocked away. He's just not quite big enough for those sort of end zone corner shots. Samaje Perine's in the game on 2nd and 10 from the 16. We are going to run it here. And he'll get an okay carry. Oh, and he's injured on the play, though. That's not ideal. Pickup of 4. And we'll hope that that injury is not too serious. Tyler Beatty has really taken over RB2, but it is nice to have the safety net of Samaje Perine. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. We'll go to Judy in a tight window, and he makes the grab. Touchdown, Broncos. What a throw from Ryan Tannehill. That was a tight window, and he hits Jerry Judy perfectly, and it's another touchdown for the Broncos wide receiver. And the Broncos will go up to 14-6 over the Chargers. I mean, just a perfectly timed throw. If I press that button any earlier or any later, it's probably getting picked. But instead, it is in between 3 defenders, the only spot it could be. Jerry Judy holds on, and it's a touchdown for the Broncos. That is insane. Samaje Perine's injury is a quadricep strain. He will not be able to return, so it will be Tyler Beatty and Jaleel McLaughlin. 14-6 Denver as the Chargers take over once again. Herbert throwing, finds Mike Williams, who's brought down by Caden Stearns. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, out of the shotgun, Herbert will look to throw. Throws right side for Eckler, brought down by Drew Sanders. It's a pickup of 1. 3rd and short. I imagine they may run here. I am sending a little bit of heat. From the 33, it's a handoff to Eckler. He falls forward. He has the 1st. Fresh set of downs for the Chargers. 1st and 10 from the 36. As out of the shotgun, it is a fake. A keeper for Herbert, actually. Interesting. Caden Stearns brings him down. It's a pickup of 3. Drew Sanders bit on that very hard. Went directly for Eckler, which is honestly, I think, maybe the correct play. And Devin Bush goes directly for Herbert on this play and has a sack. We sent the double middle linebacker blitz. It worked out. It's 3rd and 13. So can the Broncos hold the Chargers and force them to punt? Herbert backing up all kinds of time across the middle. Caught. That's Mike Williams against K'Wan Williams. And has the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 47. As Herbert will be throwing again. Knocked away by Devin Bush this time. And Baron Browning is injured. That really hurts us. I don't know who that brings in. It is Thomas Incoom on the left side of your screen there. Playing in replacement of Baron Browning. This is a throw for Gerald Everett. Brought down at the 37. 1st and 10. From the 37, Herbert throwing left side. That's Eckler on the reception. Breaks a PS2 tackle, but not a Devin Bush tackle. It's a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Baron Browning has elbow bursitis and will return soon. We will substitute Ivan Pace Jr. for now. I did decide to substitute Ivan Pace in terms of the actual linebacker position because he's better in coverage than Incoom. And that is a reception for Mike Williams, who is just cooking K'Wan Williams again. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. 14-6 in favor of Denver, but with the Chargers driving. I have brought K'Wan Williams completely out of the game so that hopefully he doesn't get matched up against Mike Williams. You'll actually see that it's Fabian Moreau against Mike Williams currently. And that is PS2 against Keenan Allen, knocking that one free, 2nd and 10. I'm not sure why K'Wan Williams has been great all season, but struggles immensely against Mike Williams. But it's probably for the best that he's not in the game. That is for Quentin Johnston, knocked out by Damari Mathis. 3rd and 10 from the 21. Looking for a big stop here. Herbert running out of time. Zach Allen's chasing him, and he throws it away on 3rd and 10. It'll be 4th and 10, and the Chargers will settle for another field goal. Dicker, the kicker, on for this one. It is up. It is good. He did miss the 55-yarder earlier, but this one a lot closer, and it is 14-9 in favor of the Broncos. So on 1st and 10 from the 25, Broncos still have quite a bit of time to try to get some points on the board. Going to throw a shot down the field for Javonte Williams. It's knocked away. Just not quite enough air under it. Makes it 2nd and 10. Still from the 25. We'll look to throw here with Tannehill. Looking for Judy. Knocked away. Good play by the defender there. 3rd and 10. We are going to run here to try to kill some clock. I don't necessarily trust us getting the first down through the air. Javonte Williams can't break a tackle. They do burn a timeout, but we'll punt it away, and there won't be a ton of time left, but still with 2 timeouts for the Chargers. Denver goes 3 and out, and the Chargers start from their own 32, looking to at least decrease the lead here before heading into the half. And across the middle for Mike Williams, and that's Fabian Moreau breaking it up. Immediately seeing an impact, switching to Fabian Moreau to cover Mike Williams instead of K'Wan Williams. And that is what we wanted, as this is a pick for Patrick Surtain. That was a one-handed interception from PS2. He is tied and maybe just took the sole lead for most interceptions on the season. Look at this grab. Hopefully they show it again. Herbert throws, and a one-handed grab from Patrick Surtain. He is the best corner in the NFL. That makes it 1st and 10 from the 39 for the Broncos. Looking to throw for Dulcich, takes a huge hit, and it is 2nd and 10. Got a couple new players in the game. You've got Antoine Green there on the right and Kayshon Boutte on the left. We're going to take a shot. No, the only person taking a shot is Ryan Tannehill. I was going to throw a bomb to Kayshon, but did not work. Denver looking to convert here. Going to go down the field for Jerry Jeudy. It might be more than a conversion. It's a touchdown for Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd on the day already. Ryan Tannehill, 3 passing touchdowns, all 3 of them to that man, Jerry Jeudy. He was wide open, ran a great route, and it is going to be another 6 on the board for Denver heading into the half. The only issue with that Broncos score is that it was a little fast. So you do still leave 1 minute and 2 seconds on the board and 2 timeouts for the Chargers. This is knocked away from Quentin Johnston by Damari Mathis. And Herbert likely throwing again. I mean, they would love to make this a 1-score game before the half, I'm sure. Baron Browning's in the backfield. Hits Herbert, but it is incomplete either way. This is being booth reviewed. Did they call it a completion and they're reviewing if it's incomplete, or did they call it incomplete and they're reviewing if it's a completion? Either way, it's at best like a gain of 1. This is a pretty inconsequential call. I stand corrected. It is a gain of 4, so it's now 3rd and 6. I swear that wasn't 4 yards, but we will live with it, as this is a reception for Gerald Everett. I don't know who was in coverage on him there. It must have been Devin Bush, and he got scorched. 1st and 10, Chargers. In the hurry up, Drew Sanders, great coverage there on Everett. 2nd and 10. 33 seconds left to play here in the first half. Herbert out of the shotgun. Throwing here. Fires left side. Knocked down is Eckler. 3rd and 6. They did burn their first timeout. 28 seconds left to play. And Epinesa getting in the backfield quickly. This is a completion, though, to Everett. Herbert got it off in time. 1st down, Chargers. 1st and 10 from the 35. And this is a throwaway from Justin Herbert. 2 seconds left in the half. They will settle for a field goal here, surely. Another long one. He missed from 55. This one is 52, maybe just a touch less than 52. And this one is money, up and good. And the Chargers chip away at the lead. It'll be 21-12. Still a 2-possession game going into the half in favor of Denver. Only field goals on the board for the Chargers so far today. We'll see if they can improve on that in the second half. Let's take a look around the league, see what's going on. We got the Chiefs and the Bengals. The Bengals, who are 9-6, just barely holding on to that playoff spot, up 14-7. Once again, Joe Burrow is injured, so Trevor Siemian is their starter. The Jets are in Cleveland facing off against the Browns, and oh my God, the 11-5 Browns blown out 42-7 against the struggling Jets. And the Raiders facing off against the Colts. They take a victory and improve to 6-10 on the season, and the Colts fall to 6-10. Broncos start with the ball here in the second half, looking to extend this lead. On 1st and 10 from the 25, it is a handoff to Javonte Williams, who tries to cut it back inside and really gets tackled by his own guard, a pickup of 1. That makes it 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another handoff to Javonte Williams, and he's got a great carry this time, trucking over a defender before going down. 1st and 10, Denver. From the 39, Tannehill out of the shotgun, will be looking to throw, rolling, continuing to roll, looking for his man down the field under pressure. Inaccurate. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Is going to be a handoff to Javonte Williams, trying to truck over a couple defenders, keeps the legs churning, has 4 yards. On 3rd and 6, Tannehill takes a snap, looking to throw across the middle. I was looking at Jerry Jeudy. He had so much potential to get open, but bumped into like 3 defenders. It's 4th and 6, so we'll punt it away. Chargers take over for the first time here in the second half. 1st and 10 from the 20, looking to chip away the lead. They cannot take the lead on this possession or even tie. At best, it'll be 21-20 if they score and get the 2-point conversion. After the pickup of 5 for Eckler, the Chargers come out in I formation, maybe looking to run a little bit more here in the second half. It is a back-to-back run plays for Austin Eckler, and he's up to the 50. Damari Mathis brings him down at the 43, already in Broncos territory. Austin Eckler looking great here to start the second half. That brings, I think that's Isaiah Spiller into the backfield, and he'll get a carry. Brought down at the 41. It was Spiller. 2nd and 8. A lot of running here for the Chargers to start the second half. And it's another handoff to Eckler. Definitely was part of their game plan coming out of the tunnel. 3rd and 4 from the 38. Denver looking to get a stop. They're changing up the play a little bit. Riley Moss is actually in the game there on the left side of your screen, covering Gerald Everett, and he got cooked on that route. 1st and 10 Chargers. 1st and 10 from the 31. Herbert will fake and then keep. It was a read option, and he's got some running room in front of him. Breaks a Caden Stearns tackle. Fights for extra yards, brought down by Drew Sanders at the 17. I know Herbert's not a non-athlete, but typically he doesn't run a lot. 1st and 10 from the 17 now after his carry. And it's a handoff to Eckler this time. Devin Bush brings him down quickly. A pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. Chargers looking much better here in the second half as Spiller has checked back into the game. And it's another keeper for Herbert. Justin Simmons there very quickly, though. That may have even lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7. Denver looking to force yet another field goal from Cameron Dicker. You're loving having Dicker, the kicker, in fantasy this week. If you do have him, Herbert looking to the end zone. Caught by Eckler. Actually looks like it was dropped. Good coverage there from Drew Sanders. It was out of bounds either way. 4th and 7. Another field goal, I'm guessing. It is yet another field goal try from Dicker, the kicker. It is up. It is good. They have 15 points, and every single one of them have come from that man, Dicker the kicker. Denver starts with the ball from their own 22 on this drive. It's going to be a handoff to Javonte Williams. I tried to cut it back up the middle. Didn't work out. A pickup of 1. 2nd and 9 from the 23. Looking to throw, and under pressure. Down goes Tannehill. Not a sack, but an incompletion. 3rd and 9. Tannehill's been under pressure very quickly in today's game. Looking for Montrell Washington. It's out of reach. A poor throw from Tannehill sees us at 4th and 9, and we'll punt it away. 1st and 10 from the 31. Herbert out of the shotgun. They ran a lot on the previous drive. Will they do it again? Not this time. It's a catch for Keenan Allen. Brought down at the 46. 1st and 10 Chargers. Offset I formation here from the 46 in Denver territory already. It is a throw, and it's going to be caught by Keenan Allen. Breaks a tackle. brought down at the 23, nearing the red zone already. The Chargers offense looking explosive here in the second half. A little bit concerning if you're a Broncos fan. 1st and 10. It is a handoff to Eckler, and that's Jonathan Cooper in the backfield. Eckler falls forward, though. It's still a pickup of 2, but a great play from the linebacker. Herbert is looking to throw here. Across the middle, looking for Gerald Everett. That is a completion. Inside the 5, down at the 4. Chargers looking to score very quickly. Closing in on the 4th quarter now. Only a minute and a half left to play here in the 3rd. As this is going to be a pitch to Eckler. Breaks a Baron Browning tackle, but not a Caden Stearns tackle. A loss of a few. 2nd and goal from the 7. Expecting throw here. We've got Drew Sanders in coverage on Quentin Johnson. I don't know how much I trust that. Maybe I should have. Great coverage there from Sanders. Goes incomplete. 3rd and goal. Do I see another field goal on the horizon for the Chargers? Maybe, maybe not. Herbert throwing. Everett. Incomplete. There is a flag down. I think it may have been roughing the passer. Personal foul, roughing the passer on Denver. And even though that goes incomplete, Epinesa gives the Chargers a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal from the 3. Needing to get another few stops here. Handoff. Eckler beats DJ Jones and walks it in. Touchdown, Chargers. Their first one of the day. Their kicker keeping them in this game. But this touchdown, seeing them take the lead more than likely, as it is currently 21-21 before the PAT. Tyler Beatty's checking into the game. We need some explosiveness on offense. It's 22-21. Denver down for the first time since the opening field goal from the Chargers. A great cutback there from Tyler Beatty. Sees him get 3 instead of -3. 2nd and 7. 20 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Tannehill will hand off to Javonte Williams, and he loses a yard. Khalil Mack goes down with an injury. That makes it 3rd and 8. This Chargers defense has been quite stout in this half. Look for Montrell Washington, who makes the grab. 1st down, Denver. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter, 22-21 in favor of the Chargers. And we'll see if the Broncos can take the lead back on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 42. It is a handoff to Beatty. Doesn't quite get enough speed there to get through that gap. It's a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 now for the Broncos. It's play action. Looking for Montrell Washington, who makes the grab. 1st down again for Denver. Inside Charger territory, down at the 30. Javonte Williams has checked back into the game. 1st and 10 from the 30. It is a carry for him. And he's got a pickup of about 4. 2nd down and 6. Tannehill will look to throw. Finds Troutman. I thought that was Dulcich originally. But it's Troutman on the reception, and it's a 1st down at the 18. 1st and 10 Denver from the 18. Ryan Tannehill on a keeper is going to run this to the left side and has a 1st down before being pushed out of bounds at the 6. That makes it 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. And we're going to let Javonte Williams run here, and he might have a touchdown. Indeed, he does. Touchdown on the ground, Javonte Williams. And that gives Denver the lead back. We'll see if the PAT is good. Currently 27-22. We are going for 2 here. And I might just throw to Jerry Jeudy instantly. If I send him on a streak and just throw it right away, does it work? I think it will. Ryan Tannehill misses the throw. If he returns this, it's 2 points for the Chargers. Oh my God, that is the most wide open I've ever seen Jerry Jeudy. And Tannehill just misses one of the easiest throws of his career. Off to the left, it's intercepted. So Denver only up by 5. 9 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter. 27-22 Broncos. Herbert throws for Keenan Allen, breaks the PS2 tackle, and gets past Justin Simmons. Somebody's going to have to chase him down. It's Caden Stearns, who couldn't even tackle him, but managed to push him out of bounds at the 31. A huge gain for Keenan Allen. That sees the Chargers already at the 31 in Denver territory, just like that. It's a handoff to Eckler, and he's got a ton of space, breaking tackles, down at the 16. 1st and 10 in the red zone for the Chargers on 2 plays. This Chargers offense looks vastly different than they did in the first half. I'm sure they're loving it, but we surely are not. 1st and 10 from the 16, as Herbert will look to throw across the middle in that mass of bodies. Incomplete. I'm not even sure who that was intended for, because there were just like 4 people there. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 16. And Herbert will look to throw again across the middle. That's Everett. It's punched out by Justin Simmons. A great play from him. 3rd and 10 from the 16. Looking to hold them to yet another field goal. That might not be the case, as Eckler has a big carry up the gut. 1st and goal from the 6 for the Chargers. So on 1st and goal from the 6, what can the Chargers do? Herbert changing up the play a little bit before taking the snap. Finds his man. It's Mike Williams all by himself in the end zone. And it's a touchdown for the LA Chargers, taking the lead right back just as quickly as Denver did. Fabian Moreau was lost on that play. Mike Williams cooked him. The Chargers are also going for 2. 28-27. So this 2-point conversion would see them up by 3, which makes sense. And Herbert throws for Keenan Allen, has the completion. 2-point conversion's good. It's 30-27 for the Chargers. The Broncos offense back on the field, being let down a little bit by the defense today, although Ryan Tannehill definitely should have converted that 2-point conversion. So it's 30-27, 7 minutes left to play from the 25. First play of the drive is a handoff to Javonte Williams. That is a pickup of 2. We still have a ton of time on the clock, so we don't necessarily have to do anything crazy. We can still sort of just work within what we would normally work with, unless you throw an interception again as Ryan Tannehill, and that is going to be 1st and 10 from the 38 for the Chargers. I was looking for Jerry Jeudy. I went for the safe reception just to make sure that he caught it, and he then dove behind the safety, and it's intercepted. We're gonna have to hold them to a field goal here to have really any sort of chance. Everybody's in the zone. And that's knocked away by Pat Surtain. Another interception from him would be massive. 2nd and 10 from the 38. Herbert is under center. It is a handoff to the outside for Austin Eckler. We were loaded on the inside. He might have a touchdown here. Caden Stearns can't tackle him. Neither can Justin Simmons. Finally, he's brought down, but he's brought down in the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Chargers. This PAT will make it a 10-point lead for LA. We'll see if Dicker the kicker can make another one. He can. It is 37-27. Well, things just got quite a bit different here in Denver, as now we need to score quickly and then get the ball back. This will be a throw for Kayshon Boutte. And he has a pickup of 7, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down for Denver from the 32. Tannehill will take the snap and will look to throw for Dulcich, who makes the grab. A great throw from Ryan Tannehill. 5 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter. We've got 3 tight ends in the game with Jerry Jeudy. I'm going to dump this off to Javonte Williams. Hopefully he doesn't fumble on a Derwin James tackle again. He does not. Pickup of 7. I'm going to take a shot down the field for Marvin Mims. And it's overthrown. Perfect accuracy, but out of reach from Ryan Tannehill. He had like a half step. That sets up 3rd and short from the 41 for Denver. Gonna throw this to Javonte Williams, who does have the first down on the screenplay. 4.5 minutes left to play. 1st and 10 from the 38. Tannehill back to throw. And this is for Javonte Williams. It's inaccurate, though. 2nd and 10. Denver needing a conversion here. Looking for Montrell Washington, who's wide open over the middle of the field. And he's got a first down. 1st and 10 from the 18. I kind of wanted to look Jerry Jeudy's way, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to run with Tannehill. And it's a loss, but better than an interception. 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Going to hit Marvin Mims, the speedster over the middle, brought down by Derwin James. Pickup of 6. It's going to be 3rd and 5. A field goal here isn't the end of the world, because we could still get the stop. We just much prefer a touchdown, obviously. Marvin Mims in the back of the end zone, throwing out of a sack is Tannehill. He was open for a split second. I shouldn't have rolled, probably. It's 4th and 5. We'll settle for that field goal. Will Lutz's kick. It is up. It is good. It is 37-30 in favor of the Chargers. We'll see if the Broncos defense can force a punt. The Chargers with the ball from the 25. They are throwing immediately. That could have been intercepted by Patrick Surtain, and that would have been massive. Instead, it's incomplete. Not even forcing us to burn a timeout. And it's a run to the left side for Eckler, and he's going to have a huge carry again. We cannot stop the run on this defense. Caden Stearns saves what was possibly a touchdown. We'll let this go to the 2-minute warning. They're already in field goal range. Well, a huge carry sees the Chargers in field goal territory already. It's a loss of 2 for Eckler. That's big. The further we can push them back, the better. If they're throwing here, I'm going to be very upset. It's a run for Herbert, and it's no gain. 3rd and 12. We have to get a stop here, and then they cannot make the field goal. Eckler loses another yard. It's 4th and 13 from the 35. It comes down to Dicker the kicker, and if he can make one more field goal. He missed one from a similar range earlier, but he also made one from 52 earlier as well. From 52 yards out, Dicker the kicker, I mean, it is right down the middle, and it is 40-30 for the Chargers. I'm going to bring this out of the end zone with Jaleel McLaughlin. Maybe something magical happens. That's pretty much our only hope at this point, as he has some running room to the middle, but can't even get back to the 25. 1st and 10 from the 24 for Denver. We have to just take shots down the field and then recover an onside kick. That is the only hope at this point. 1st and 10, play action. Montrell Washington is open, but undercut by the safety. It's another interception for Ryan Tannehill. His 3rd on the day, technically his 2nd on the stat sheet because the 2-point conversion one does not count. And the Chargers are going to win this game. And that is the ball game. The Chargers improve to 8-8. The Broncos fall to 7-9. And that officially clinches them missing the playoffs. So next week will be the final week of the regular season. No chance at the playoffs for the Broncos. And we kind of just threw this game away. And by we, I kind of mean Ryan Tannehill. But, you know, I play as Ryan Tannehill, so it's mostly me. Although the missed 2-point conversion really sucked, but I don't think that really is what hurt us in the end. Let's take a look at player stats. Tannehill, who technically had 3 interceptions, only has 2 of them counted as that 2-point try interception doesn't count. I don't know if that's true in real life or just in Madden, but either way, no 3rd interception there. Only 2. Fantastic. Justin Herbert was not great today either. 22 of 43, 314 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Rushing, Austin Eckler absolutely just took a dump on our face. 20 attempts, 185 yards, 9.2 average, and 2 touchdowns. Javonte Williams had an okay day, 4.7 a carry. Tyler Beatty was fine. Justin Herbert ran it a weird amount of times. Tannehill ran twice. Samaje Perine only ran twice before getting injured. Receiving, Gerald Everett, who left the game late with an injury, was the leading receiver, 7 for 84. Jerry Jeudy, 5 for 87 and 3 touchdowns. I don't know if he got the ball really at all in the second half. Mike Williams, 5 for 62. Keenan Allen, 4 for 107. Eckler, 4 for 13. Adam Troutman had 3 catches. Montrell Washington had 3 catches. Marvin Mims had 2. The longer I play with Greg Dulcich, the more I'm like, we maybe need an upgrade at tight end. Defensively, Caden Stearns had 7 total tackles, or sorry, solo tackles, and had 9 total tackles. Pat Surtain had 2 TFLs. DJ Jones had a TFL. Epinesa, Moreau, Simmons, Bush, Stearns, Cooper, Sanders, Incoom all had TFLs. Good lord. Thomas Incoom, who didn't play very much, did end up with a sack. Jonathan Cooper had a sack, and Devin Bush had a sack. And then, of course, Patrick Surtain had the 1 interception for the Broncos. PS2 does have an upgrade here. He is already an absolutely disgusting player, currently playing up to a 97 overall. Man, he's just really good. There's not a whole lot you could say about it. Let's just give him another man-to-man boost, keep him as a scheme fit, and he got +3 tackle out of that as well. +1 play rec, +1 man, +2 awareness, +1 agility. The dude is incredible, and he's only 23. Like, just nasty. Let's take a look at how we did in terms of the trench boost. Our running game was not great today, which I think is a big reason as to why we lost. He says it's another solid week on the ground, but it really wasn't that good, was it? I mean, Javonte had an okay day, but that was kind of a mid rushing performance from us. 100 to 149 yards rushing. Entire offensive line earned 2,500 XP. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. I will go ahead and advance the week before we call it an episode. So the final game game of the regular season will be the Broncos against the Raiders. If we lose this game, we could finish bottom of the division, as we would be 7-10, and so would the Raiders, and that would be embarrassing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you find yourself coming back on the regular and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that sub button for me. It does help me out a lot, and I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of October. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode, where we will face off against the Las Vegas Raiders and officially end the first season of the Broncos franchise.